NFL.com. Let's find some cut candidates, like the way Carter was cut. Let's find some cut candidates.
I don't think he was left on his own. Oh.
Yeah, with less than 2 weeks notice.
That's enough.
All right, I'm done.
That's enough.
All right. Okay, let's go through some cut candidates that could potentially help the Dallas Cowboys. So over at NFL.com, they took a list of notable players who could be salary cap casualties. And if some of these players were released, particularly cornerbacks, I think we'd have some interest because we went through the list of free agents last hour, and there were not really a whole bunch of corners or guys in the secondary that were super intriguing to us. So, first one, I'm just going to go down the list of some of the players that are available here. You tell me if you would be interested in this as a cut candidate. Number one, the Baltimore Ravens. They release... No, Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey, who's been one of the better corners in the NFL for...
20 years?
Not that long.
How old is he?
29, I think.
Oh, man.
Are you on vacation now?
No, he feels like he's been in the league for like 8 years.
He is 29 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's been in the league since, now it's been a minute. He's been in the league since, I think, 2017. But one of the better players in the NFL for a long period of time. Last year, he was not good. Just like most of the people in Baltimore were not good, though. So that's the one thing that gives me pause.
He had a 50 PFF grade. A 50. How can you just, plummet, though, at the age of 29?
See, if the whole defense was bad, though, last year, which it seemed like it was for most of the year, then I just kind of go, that requires context, or I'd be willing to gamble a little bit that it was just a down year for an entire unit.
I'd be interested.
I think that, you look over the past year, he is a 4-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro.
Whew. Yeah.
And then even last year during his down year, he had 4 interceptions. So I would be all over Marlon Humphrey.
All-pro season here having a 50 PFF grade.
As an option. Next name on the list.
It's like the reverse with the offensive line. Like an average offensive lineman here looks bad because they've been so good.
Yes.
But like an average or below average secondary member would look like Ronnie Lott, Darren Woodson, and Deion Sanders all combined.
Next one on the list. At 30 years old, Kenny Moore from the Indianapolis Colts. He started just 7 games, played just 76% of the snaps in 2025, his fewest since his 2017 rookie season. Despite ranking among the league's most effective run-defending corners, his coverage grade at PFF was 63.8, which is still better than what you've had here for the most part. Colts allowed the second most passing yards in the NFL last season. He has $7.1 million in savings that they could have if they cut him. Kenny Moore is somebody who could play the nickel for you and would allow, I think, Deron Bland to just stay outside because I think the nickel is what kind of taxes Bland a little bit. So Kenny Moore, I'm all about that. I'm in on that. Next one here. Does Christian Fulton of the Kansas City Chiefs interest you? Former LSU corner. They've got such a rough cap situation in Kansas City. They're going to have to do something to free up some money. They may trade Trent McDuffie, which we talked about the other day. We talked about Jalen Watson last hour, who's a free agent. And now here's a cut candidate, Christian Fulton. So which one of the Kansas City corners interests you? Would you rather trade for McDuffie, sign Jalen Watson, or claim Christian Fulton on waivers?
All right, McDuffie's going to get a what?
McDuffie will probably be a
20.
Yeah, he'll be a first or a second round pick probably.
Okay, and then
and you have to pay him.
And you got to pay him. So apparently, Bobby would give him more for him than for George Pickens.
Here we go.
The league would.
Well, I mean,
the league would what?
I said the league would give more for him.
For McDuffie?
Is he a top 5 corner?
Okay. Here we go.
He's a consistent corner.
Is he top 5?
He's probably top 10.
Oh. So not George. Okay. I would give
nobody
George.
Stops George.
Nobody can stop. The only person that can stop George is George, or a bad quarterback.
An alarm clock.
The alarm clock. The bus.
Being on time for a meeting can stop George. And then the other guys would get what?
Who?
The other two.
Fulton.
Jalen Watson would probably be 4 years, $74 million. That's what they threw out early. And then Christian Fulton would be a value guy. I would imagine he's probably closer to $8 to $10 million.
To the other two.
Okay. All right, next one on the list here. Does Denzel Ward interest you if he's a cap casualty in Cleveland?
Hell yeah.
Smaller corner, starting to get a little bit older, did not have as good of a season last year. If you want to go by the PFF grade, I think it was a 50.
Which is a little scarier. Maybe a lot scarier than Humphrey not having his good year because of how good the Cleveland D was.
940 is out on Marlon Humphrey, by the way. They said Humphrey can't run anymore, gets toasted over and over.
I'll tell you this. This could work into a situation where, let's just say you got Ward and Humphrey, 2 guys who had some down years. It's one of those situations where it either goes really, really well and you look like a genius, or they're cooked. And I mean, the defense is worse than last year. Like I don't see like an in between. I'm willing to take the risk.
What's up with Denzel Ward's teeth? All I'm seeing is top teeth here.
I don't know. He just has a big upper lip or bottom lip.
Denzel Ward is who Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers decided to try over and over and over and over again in the end zone.
That is odd.
With much stupidity. Again, on name, yes, absolutely, Denzel Ward. But I guess you have to go back and look at the tape study like Humphrey.
He must just have a big overbite because I can't find a single picture of his bottom teeth.
Isn't that weird?
That is odd.
Yeah. Wow. What about you on Ward?
Yeah, I'd absolutely kick the tires. Now, if you're telling me he's going to go for $20 million a season, probably not.
He's 28 years old.
Yeah, so but I mean, he is a smaller player who historically those corners have not held up well over time.
Five-time All-Pro. Five-time Pro Bowler. Surprised he doesn't have an All-Pro. But 28, 29, Humphrey, and Ward. Us, my Cleveland guy.
Let's take a look at the NFC. Jalen Johnson played solid for the Bears for 5 years. Okay. This is from NFL.com. He got consecutive Pro Bowl selections in 23 and 24 before missing the majority of the 2025 campaign with a severe groin injury. Largely considered a top 10 cornerback entering last season, though his contract lands just outside that range. So why is he a cut candidate? Well, there's surprising cuts every offseason, and they usually come down to money. Johnson carries a $24.5 million cap hit. Bears could save $15 million by designating him as a post-June 1 cut. Also, his PFF grade was a 58.7 overall, which was 64th out of 98 corners.
Interested?
I would be very interested in Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be interested in all of these guys in the secondary. I'd take a look. I'm kicking the tires on Marlon Humphrey, Jalen Johnson, Denzel Ward,
Minkah,
Kenny Moore, Christian Fulton. Minkah is the big one. Now, Minka's not listed on here as the cut candidate because they have Tua instead. But I would 100% be interested in looking at all of these corners as solutions for what the Cowboys have, because the Cowboys' secondary issues are just that bad. One guy I did not mention here, Tennessee Titans' L'Jarius Sneed. He's somebody who has been a total bust in Tennessee since he got the deal that he did. He's been banged up. He has not played really well. You could probably get him on a cheaper deal. There's one other cut candidate here that interests me. I mean, there's a few others, but the one that I think is interesting to ask about right here, if Javonte Williams goes away, we already said, what about your reunion potentially with Rico Dowdle? Well, what about your reunion with a released Tony Pollard out of Tennessee, who's played well? They talk about Pollard has been quietly one of the more consistent running backs in football, logging between 1,288 and 1,378 scrimmage yards in each of the last 4 seasons.
Is that too much of a Jaden Blue skill set?
He's just, I think the bigger thing is he's just older.
And he's 28.
Yeah, he's 27. The 27 club is for celebrities and running backs. It's when your running back career ends, and it's when musicians tend to die. That's what the 27 club is called.
I know. Yeah.
I'll lean no.
I think if it's a value come on home kind of thing, sure. I think he was ready to leave. You remember whenever we'd interview him or see him out anywhere, he just seemed like one of the guys who was not about the glitz and glamour that came with the star.
Yeah. Gave an awful barbecue answer with his pops in the family business, so I'm not a fan of that. But he has rushed for 1,000 yards 4 straight seasons. Barely over it, but I'm not doing it at 28.
So there you go. Those are the cut candidates for the Cowboys to consider.
A fiery, unpredictable, below the belt. It was a lot of below the belt.